Today, I'm gonna be making Caesar salad dressing with the Caesar salad, of course. Like the Caesar salad, anyway. With two types of chicken. One is gonna be salt and pepper, and the other one is gonna be Caesar from the same dressing that we made before. Caesar, once a great ruler of Roman Empire that got backstabbed. Now, a dressing in its name. This is not the original recipe, but it tastes goddamn good, and I'm gonna make it with you today. So, without further ado, stuttering. Okay, without further ado, let's roll, baby! Alrighty, this Caesar dressing is very good tasting, I might say. It's been tested on numerous people I know, so trust me on this one. Anyway, we'll start off with garlic. Yeah, this is kind of garlic. Like, I don't have... Do I have? No. What you're gonna need is 2 small cloves of garlic. Depends how garlicky you like it, but yeah, make sure they're small. So I'm gonna use like half of this half, which is a quarter, and I believe it will be enough. You can mince it, but if you're lazy and you don't want to get your hands dirty and sticky, garlic crusher. So yeah, set these aside. Now, let's prep our anchovies.
Hey, how you doing? Let me have a pie with everything on it. Anchovies.
Anchovies? Yeah, let's prep our anchovies. Let's prep our anchovies. There we go. So you can use anchovy paste, but I prefer using real anchovies that have been preserved in oil. I'm gonna use 2 fillets. I'll take 2. If you have paste, use a teaspoon of like anchovy paste. What I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna cut them like real thin, like just mince them into small pieces. I'm gonna make batons now and just mince them very fine. It should be like a paste almost, like if you have the time. If you would follow like the original recipe, I think we should make a paste with anchovies and garlic, you know, like with a knife and shit. I mean, yeah, we can use the garlic. I'll crush it in. Like so, just to show you. I never do this myself, because I'm a busy man that have things to do, like play with my Legos. Here we go. Oh my god, it smells bad. I don't really like anchovies, but Caesar dressing without anchovies is like a crime probably in some countries. Okay, that's good. Got my hands dirty. Gonna have to play with this stainless steel rod over there to make the smell go away. Rubbing right here. Yeah, we're here. But it's fine. I'm used to playing with rods. Cut it. Anyway, let's continue. Make a paste of garlic and anchovies. You don't have to do this step, like just, it'll be probably the same thing, but that's how they do it originally, I think. Blend the flavors. Good. Now you can see it's almost like a paste, almost a paste-like consistency. It's a bit more than a teaspoon, but more like a tablespoon, because we added garlic in, so yeah. Everything makes sense, okay? Good. Now get a container in which you're gonna mix the dressing, so I'm gonna use this big bowl over here. So to start off, we're gonna add about half a cup of Parmesan. So get your Parmesan, get your grater, and just go at it. Add in half a cup of grated Parm. That's some great cheese right there. Did you know that they have a bank in Italy that like stores Parmesan, like wheels of Parmesan? They use it as a currency basically. That's weird. It makes sense because it has like pretty stable value. I don't know. I'm not the one to talk about finances. I'm a college student that's broke. So there we go. That's half a cup of Parm in here. Nice. More cheese doesn't hurt. That's what once a wise man said. That wise man also died from heart attack, but whatever. Great. Now this paste thing over here, scrape every last bit of it and just throw it in. That's the good stuff, so don't miss out on any of like bits left. Next up, 1 cup of good mayonnaise. Now this is important. I like this Hellmann's mayonnaise. Again, not an ad. I've been using it everywhere, but you can make your homemade mayonnaise, which is great. Like homemade mayo is super delicious, but if you don't have time, just buy some good mayo and add a cup of it. Food. So a cup is about this many tablespoons. So yeah, we're gonna use that. Now goes in a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So I got some right here. Again, depends how spicy you like it, how tangy. That's about it. And goes in this thing. A teaspoon of, I'm not gonna make fun of this. It's Worcestershire. Worcestershire sauce, whatever. So a teaspoon of that. There we go. Also, do you know how they make this? They put fish and garlic in. Oh, it's nasty.
One of the 3 main ingredients, whole red onions, whole garlic cloves. One of the most interesting ingredients sitting in these barrels are anchovies.
Anyway, the final ingredient is lemon juice. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons. Yeah, right, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Yeah, and 2 tablespoons is usually like half a lemon. So, and now I lied. The final ingredient is salt and pepper. So 1/4 teaspoon of pepper and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And all that's left to do is just mix everything. It's very simple, but trust me, it tastes super duper good. Now, of course, I'm not gonna use like the whole dressing right here. I'm gonna put it in a container, and it can last like for a long time, like I don't know, months, in a fridge, so you can use it whenever. But I'm gonna show you how I make my salad, like the easy way. I fry up some chicken. You can fry up some salmon or whatever. Add in some iceberg lettuce, some tomatoes, some croutons, and that's it. This is not gonna be a fancy recipe. It only costs this much. So, and still tastes a couple times better than your store-bought Caesar dressing with the salad. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Yeah, it's nice. Now store it in any container, and there you go. A cup of Caesar dressing goes into the fridge. Now I left some sauce on the corners here since I'm gonna be making the salad in this bowl. So to make the salad, it's easy. Just get a head of iceberg lettuce, some tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes or plum tomatoes in my case. There we go, all washed. For this particular time, I'm gonna use half a head, so just cut it in half. There we go, pour it out. You don't need this hard stuff. Oh shit. Now just, I don't know, just cut it up into like 1 inch thick strips. Make them into like rectangles then, or like squares, whatever shapes you like. You can even like tear all the salad leaves with your hands, it doesn't matter. Do it like how you prefer it. And cut the tomatoes in half, whether it's cherry or plum tomatoes, like so. Here we go. Now let's get our big bowl with the dressing on. Throw all the veggies in. Just don't forget to separate them because they might be mushed right now. Look at that. All our tomatoes, everything goes in. Also, there's usually some egg. Like, how are these chickens called? Hens, no. Like the small eggs, you know? Well, yeah, you can add some boiled egg in. How to boil your eggs? Well, there's video up here in the corner on how to do that. We can mix this. And to finish off, I'm gonna make some croutons and some chicken. Just gonna take like, again, 15 minutes tops. Need more dressing? Just crack open your storage of that salad dressing and everything will be fine. Is it healthy? Kinda. Still, you're eating salad, I guess. I don't know. Everybody loves Caesar dressing. Perfect. Okay, now for croutons, cut up some white bread. Just cut them up into squares. Don't be a square though. And for the chicken, I'm gonna fry up some chicken breasts. So for that, I'm gonna just use some salt and pepper and fry them to, I think it's 72 degrees Celsius inside to be perfect and not dried out. If you want to really make some Caesar chicken, you can add that Caesar dressing onto the chicken and marinate it for like 15 minutes before cooking to give it that taste of like Caesar, I guess. So yeah, I'll do both. I'll show you. Just let's go to the stovetop. Okay. So let's start with croutons. Just put them in the pan, spread them out evenly. Then get some olive oil on top, like so. Add some salt, some pepper, and you can use your hands, just mix them up in all of that beautiful oil. Now just turn on the heat and on like medium high and wait until they fry up. Then we're gonna turn them over. Now for the chicken. What I've done here, as you can see, is I've added some chicken breasts to that same Caesar dressing. Just added some scallions. And that's it, and left them stay for 20-15 minutes. But what I usually do is just salt pepper the chicken, and that's it. So I'm gonna show you that way first in this pan right here. Also, I forgot to tell you, you have to cut your breast in half. You can butterfly it if you want a big piece. I just cut it in half to make 2 pieces of meat right here, like so. Boom. Now I'm just gonna salt, pepper both sides. I'm gonna do one side over here, throw it in the pan, and then do salt and pepper on the other side in the pan itself. So don't be shy, be generous with the salt. Let this heat up, also like medium heat. We can hear the croutons are starting to fry up already. Just gonna use these tongs to flip them over. Also, what the f is with this weather? It's April and there's snow here? What the f? Look at this shit, it's snowing. What the hell, dude? Climate wars will be fun. Now, like, teaspoon of olive oil goes in. Cover the pan. Now it's time for the chicken. Here we go, one. Then the other two, for some reason. Should flip these. Oh yeah, it's starting to steam up. Shit, maybe I left it for a bit too long in the pan. It's my fault. Don't forget to watch the croutons. It's gonna be extra crunchy, which is nice. Flip them around. Lower the heat on that. Now salt, pepper the chicken. On the other side, very nice. Also, you could do this, you know. I just fucked up my whole work. The croutons will be done in like a minute or two. Chicken, flip them. It's still stuck. You can use a thermometer to measure the temperature. So right now the chicken is at like 30 degrees. Not good. Okay, I think the croutons are done. I'm gonna remove them off the heat and set them aside. I think it's been like a couple minutes. It's time to flip. There we go. Look at that nice browning. Oh yeah, baby. It's almost at temperature. Just a couple more degrees. And we can remove it for that juicy, juicy chicken breast. Usually it comes out very dry because people overcook it. I do the same most of the time. As soon as it hits 69, I'm happy, but the FDA isn't. So almost there, baby. Almost there. Yep. Yeah. The meat is done. Look at that. This one, too. Now we can put our Caesar chicken. Just gonna use the same spoon. Maybe add in a bit more oil, even though we use like mayo. Oh shit, maybe a bit too much. And mayo is full of oil, like it's made from oil. Let's just put it in, plonk it in. There we go. Oh, the smell. Smells very nice. Looks, I don't know. And it's not gonna burn because it's mayo. I'm gonna flip it one more time. Oh yeah, this one is definitely done. This one is also done. But since we're using mayo, I don't know, it's some sort of magic, so these two won't like fry too much. Done. Great! It's time to serve! Let's get one of each piece of our chicken. My easy to make one and the not so easy to make one. This is gonna be one hell of a meal, dude. Look at this. How much chicken there is. You can cut it up into like pieces, which I will do. This is gonna be for easier consumption. The hot chicken. Slice it into bite-sized pieces. See how juicy this chicken is. Look at that. That's the mayo technique. It works like magic. Yeah, let's put it here. And then my regular chicken, it's a bit more dry, like you can feel it immediately with your hands, but it also turned out pretty great. Like, you can't see it, but it's pretty moist. So our chicken bites, and then goes in our Caesar salad that I added a bit more Caesar dressing to, without any eggs this time. Again, you can cut up some boiled eggs, it's not necessary. And our croutons. I add them last because they tend to get moist on top. And yeah, add our salad. Maybe use a salad spoon and not this clunk of metal. There we go. That's how I like it. A bunch of freaking salad and a bunch of meat. Look at that. Now all that is left to do is give it a bite. So get some salad, tomato, some chicken, and then I'll add the crouton. That's great. Now I'll try our Caesar chicken. Wow, it's very juicy. Like, it kept all the juices inside. It's like magic, the mayo method. It's not dry at all compared to this chicken, which is, yeah, a bit more dry, but tastes great. So what are you waiting for? Go make some Caesar salad! See ya!